morning, early peoples. Jumping on a bit early today. How are you this morning? So we're going from 5 past to 5 past. A bit unusual. Let's get it going. Now, today's class is a Shakti power flow. We are accessing our feminine energy today. That doesn't mean you have to be a lady. Men and women both carry feminine and masculine energy, the two polarities. And so today we are just tapping into our feminine, our goddess. And we're going to be bringing some heat, finding some flow, warming ourselves up. And then we're going to the beach, so we're getting our bods ready.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're starting in tabletop today. Come on down to all fours, warming up through our spine. We're going to take a few cat-cows. Just dropping the belly, inhaling, look up, tucking our shoulders, down and behind us. Feeling your belly stretch. Exhale, pushing away, rounding through the spine. Inhale, dropping the belly, rolling the shoulders back and down, neck long. Exhale, drawing up through your stomach, belly button to spine, tucking your tailbone under. One more. Exhale. Inhale, find neutral spine. We're going to tuck our toes under. We're going to do a hover, 10 seconds. So fingers spread wide, weight evenly distributed in your hands. Engaging our core, lifting up just an inch off the ground with our knees. And we're hovering. Pushing away with your shoulders here. Feeling your upper abdominals engage as well as your lower and your obliques. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down with control, untuck our toes. We're going to turn our hands out to the side and just give our wrists a little stretch. So fingers pointing back towards our body. Just take a moment here. You might want to just move just very little bit side to side, forward and back, stretching out through the wrists. And bring them back around. Rocking back and forward. If we want to flip our hands down and just stretch now the front of our wrists and the front of our arms. One at a time. Warming up through our wrists. When you're ready, planting your palms, tucking your toes under, pushing yourself up to downward facing dog. Nice and slow, just getting ourselves started, and pedal it out. Find your flow here. We're tapping into our feminine, that's our soft, our fluid energy, our nurturing energy. From here, we're just going to gently walk ourselves forward, foot by foot, one in front of the other. Nice and slow. And take a forward fold. Feet hip-width distance apart, relaxing our head, neck and shoulders down. Walking our hands over to the left, making sure that our knees and our hips are still facing the front. We're just stretching our upper body. And then walking our hands over to the right. To the front, hang for a moment more, and then we'll slowly roll up with control. Continuing to breathe. Shoulders, then our heads, arms up to the sky. Take a big inhale, palms together. On our exhale, we're opening up our arms, opening up through the chest, fingers spread wide, looking up, taking a slight back bend. Exhale, back up to the sky, gaze coming to in front of you again. Inhale, wide through the chest, open up through the arms. Take a back bend. Exhale, back up to the sky. One more like this. Inhale, arms out, cactus arms. Heart opening here. Exhale, up to the sky. Take an inhale, reach up tall. Lengthen through the spine, swan dive. Exhale, down into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length. Exhale, plant your palms. You can hop, you can step, you can jump. Back to our plank, one foot then the other. Or take a jump and just feel it here for a second. Feeling strong through your hands. Is the weight distributed into your fingertips and your palms, not back in your wrists? Is your bottom tucked under, your core engaged? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're just going to drop our knees down, pushing ourselves back, and come up to downward facing dog. Push up. Now I'm going to roll your ankles, pedal through the legs once again. Lifting that left leg up now, three-legged dog. Not trying to go as high as we can, but keeping our hips level. So dropping that left hip to the ground. Feeling that stretch down the back of the right leg, pushing away with our hands. Engaging our core, we're coming through knee to nose. Hovering here, pushing away with our shoulders, lengthening, and through the top of our back, our upper back and our scapula. We're going to step our left foot forward, finding a high lunge. Up we come. Inhale. Exhale, leaving our hands where they are, just drop down the back knee. Untuck your toe, join our palms at the top and take a back bend. Inhale, coming back up. From here, we're going to turn our right leg so that our toe is going to come in. We're leaving our left leg where it is. We're opening up to the side. So if you look behind you, your right toe should be straight behind your knee. Your left foot is still out to the side. We're going to straighten that left foot. We're going to take a stretch down the left leg. Left arm walking our way down our left leg, looking up and under that right hand. Feeling that stretch down the right side body. Inhale, coming back up. Swapping arms now, right hand coming down to touch the ground, left arm up to the sky. Looking up at those fingers if you can, or down to the ground or the side wall if you've got a neck injury. I invite you to try something new today. We're going to put all the weight into the right side of our body. We're going to lift that left leg up. And if you can, bending from the knee, reach around and grab a hold of that left foot, taking our balance. Pushing our hips forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, releasing that leg back out to the side. Hover for a moment and drop it back down. On our next inhale, pushing ourselves back up, taking our stretch back down the left leg. Exhale. Inhale, bending that left knee again, walking ourselves back around to the front into our low lunge, arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, planting our palms to the earth, step it back to plank and take a vinyasa. Following our breath, exhale, elbows in. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Swapping legs now, right leg lifts up to the sky. Flattening our hips here, hips level, pushing that right hip down, letting it drop with gravity. Feeling the stretch down the left leg. Inhale, knee to nose, rounding through, pointing that toe, hold it here for a moment. through the core, pushing away with our arms and our shoulders. Exhale, step it through. Find our high lunge, arms up to the sky. Inhale, take a back bend, sink a little bit lower. Exhale, arms stay where they are, dropping down onto the knee, untuck your toes, bringing our palms together, and take a back bend, sinking down into our low lunge. Exhale, bringing yourself back up to center, slowly rotating open now to the left. Have a look behind you. Is your toe in line with your knee? Your hips facing the front as much as you can, opening up through the body here. Straighten that right leg. We walk our fingers down the right side, stretching through the left side body. Take an inhale, twisting through the torso, looking up and under the left arm. Inhale, up we come, swapping the weight over, placing that left hand on the ground, finding our side stretch. Hands up to the ceiling, taking your gaze up to your fingers if you can. From here we're going to lift that right leg up, bending from the knees. See if we can reach around and grab that foot, pushing our hip forward, opening up through our chest, finding our balance. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release that foot back out to the side, hovering there, place it down, and up we come. Take an inhale. Hands up to the sky, walking ourselves back down the right leg, side stretch to the left. Inhale, back up to the sky, arms up, walking ourselves back around, bending into that right leg, taking our low lunge. Take a back bend if you want today. On an inhale, exhale, planting the palms, stepping ourselves back to our plank position. Take a vinyasa. Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale, lowering down with control. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling it out. At any time, if you need a break off your wrist, instead of going to downward facing dog, you can always go to child's pose. Warming up the body, planting the right foot, lifting the left leg up again, this time as high as we can, stacking our hips, three-legged dog, letting our weight be still evenly distributed between both of our hands, knee to nose. Exhale, hold it here for a few breaths, pushing away with our arms, strong through our core. Stepping that foot through, high lunge. Inhale, sinking a bit lower, pushing that right heel away from you and behind, straightening that leg. Now keeping our hips and our knees towards the front, we're opening our arms up to the left, finding a twist in the upper body, pushing everything back, just the upper body turning here. Exhale. Inhale, back up. Exhale, drinking bird, so floating our hands down to the ground, our chest hovering just above our thigh. Inhale, back up we come. Exhale, this time dropping our right hand to the floor, opening up again to the left in a twist. We're not holding this lunge for much longer. You're doing so well. Inhale, back up. This time dropping the right hand to the back of the right leg, taking a backward bend, up and over. Are you shaking? I'm shaking in my lunge. Let's finish it off here. Inhale, arms back up to the sky, take a back bend. Bringing our hands to the earth, take a vinyasa. Well done. Find your flow. Exhale to drop down, elbows close to the body. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So you're welcome to take a child's pose if your wrists need a bit of a break. Wonderful, guys. Finding our flow. Keep moving. moving gently through the body. We're accessing our feminine energy today. She's powerful, but she's also fluid. We're moving with a beautiful flow. Alright, planting the left foot, right leg up to the sky, stacking your hips nice and open. Weight evenly distributed through our hands, knee to nose, engaging our core, tucking under, holding here. Fingers spread wide, making sure the weight is not in our wrists. Stepping through. High lunge. Finding our power here, finding our core. Hips facing the front. Take an inhale, take a back bend. Exhale, back up. Opening over to the right now. Inhale, keeping our hips and our knees facing the front, taking our gaze over to the right. Pushing back with our left heel straight through that leg. Inhale, back up to center. Taking our bird, core engaged, slowly now flying ourselves down, not letting our weight just plonk onto our thigh, but just hovering there. Inhale, back up. Well done, sink a little bit lower, you're doing so good, engaging everything now, dropping the left hand to the earth, opening up to the right. Keeping our moves beautiful and fluid, following our breath. Inhale. Dropping that left hand to walk down the back of the left leg and reaching back and up. Looking up in the sky. Here we go. Inhale, sink a little bit lower, back bend. And hands to the earth, take your vinyasa. Awesome work, guys. Following the breath, keeping it all beautiful and smooth. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal yourselves out here. Find some movement. Flow through the hips. Twist through the upper body. We're bringing our toes together, bending through the knees, opening our knees out wide. We're finding an extended child's pose. Take a little break. Well done. Keep our movement flowing though. You might want to rock side to side, massaging your brow. Your third eye on the mat. You can place one cheek on the ground. Take a breath and swap yourself over. This might be the moment where you can roll out your wrists. We're coming back into downward facing dog. Fingers spread wide, palms to the earth, tucking our toes back under, pushing up into our downward facing dog. Take a big breath here. Exhale, bending generously through the knees, looking up in between our hands. Hop, step or jump, back up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rising now up to the sky. Vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling our shoulders and then our head. We take a flow. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, planting our palms. This time stepping the left foot back, opening up into warrior two. So cartwheeling the arms up and around. Finding our warrior two. Checking our alignment now. Your hips facing to the side wall as your knee externally rotating out and over those pinky toes. Arms out to the side, looking over our fingertips. We're finding our Shakti flow here. We are reaching forward. We are dropping our elbow to our knee and we are flowing to the front, looking up and under. Inhale, floating ourselves back, straightening through that front leg. Bending to the back. Exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Feeling strong, reaching forward now, finding our flow, bending through that elbow onto the knee, up and under. Inhale, up we come, warrior two, straighten that leg, up and over to the back. Exhale. One more like this. Inhale, warrior two. Strong through the core, reaching forward, elbow to knee, up and over. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten through that leg. Exhale, back and over. Beautiful, bending down again into our warrior two, tucking our tailbone under, core engaged, cartwheeling ourselves back down into our lunge, shooting that leg back, take your flow. Optional vinyasa here if you want to go to child's pose or just go to straight into downward facing dog, it's completely up to you. And we meet in downward facing dog. Looking forward, deep bend through the knees, hop, step or jump, back to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rolling up with control, feeling nice and warm. Finding this fluid movement, no stillness in today's flow. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. And planting our palms, stepping the right foot back. Cartwheeling ourselves up into our warrior two on the left. Finding our position now. Are our hips facing the side wall? Is our tailbone tucked under? Our belly button to spine. Are we externally rotating through that left hip, pushing that left knee back and over our pinky toes? Finding our breath and our strength. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, elbow to knee, up and over. Long in the neck. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten through the leg, back and up. Keeping our gaze up and under that left arm. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reaching forward, bending through the elbow, up and over. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten through that leg, back and over. Well done. Finding our beautiful flow, our feminine energy. Inhale, warrior two. One more time, reaching forward, exhale, elbow to knee, looking up and over. Inhale, warrior two, holding strong. Exhale, release, back we go. One more, inhale, warrior two, feeling strong. Cartwheeling ourselves back down, palms to the earth, framing that foot, stepping back, take your optional vinyasa, otherwise we meet in downward facing dog. And we meet. Take a moment to pedal it out. Keeping our beautiful movement going. Bending through the knees, looking forward, hop, step or jump, back up to the front, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Now bringing our big toes together now, our heels slightly apart. We're going to engage our core, tucking our tailbone under. We're coming up into chair pose, so swooping our arms up, holding strong now through the body, tucking our shoulder blades down and behind us, holding strong. Can you see your fingertips when you wiggle them in your peripherals? If not, they're a bit too far back, bring them forward. Take an inhale, feeling strong now. Exhale, hands to heart. Sink yourself a little bit lower. We're going into a twist. Inhale, exhale to the left. Bringing that elbow to the outside of the left knee. Now I challenge you, we're going to put our weight into the left side of our body. We're lifting up our right foot. So pushing through our knees together, thighs engaged, taking your weight to the left. We're going to lift up, point that toe behind us, and find a balance. One more inhale, planting that foot back to center. Woohoo! Inhale, off to the right, tucking that left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Taking a breath, engaging our core, finding our balance in the right side body. We're lifting that left leg, pushing our knees together. Awesome work. Finding your drishti. And exhale, back down we go. Hands back to the center, into our chair. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, straighten up to the sky. Woohoo! We take a flow, back bend, inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Planting our palms now, hop, step or jump, back we go. Take your vinyasa, optional of course. If you want to meet in downward facing dog, go ahead. And we meet. Pedaling it out, good job. Stepping our downward facing dog nice and wide now. About the width of your yoga mat, palms spread evenly. Engaging through our core now. We're going to lift the right hand and grab hold of our left ankle, finding a twist here. Pulling our right shoulder forward with our left hand. Making sure our weight isn't all the way into our left wrist, but evenly spread through our feet. Exhale, release. Other side. Grabbing hold of that right leg, the left arm, twisting ourselves through. Making sure our weight isn't into the right side body, but evenly distributed into our feet. And release. Walking our feet back together. Lowering from our knees now. Take yourself back into a child's pose. Excuse me. Keep our fluidity happening. Feeling powerful in our feminine essence today. The feminine essence is such a strong feeling, but it's also a nurturing feeling. Our intuition, our emotions, our guidance is all through our divine feminine. Just tapping into that source today. Take an inhale, we're coming back up. Planting our palms, tucking our toes under. We're just taking a little balance here on our toes. Just warming up through the toes. I want to rise up and down. Warming up our toe joints. We're going to push our heels away into our forward fold. So you might want to take a step forward, middle of the mat, toes together, heels apart, finding our chair again, swooping our arms up, go through your checklist, tailbone tucked under, belly button to spine, shoulders rolling down and back. Take an inhale, exhale, hand to heart. We are putting our weight into our left foot. We are lifting the right leg up and over, making a number 4 so that our ankle is resting on top of our left knee. We're finding our half chair pose. So keeping our drishti down to the ground, feeling nice and strong through our body. Take an inhale. Exhale, bringing our hands to the earth, straighten through that left leg, finding our forward fold. Now remember, don't lock out in that left knee. Don't let the weight of your right leg pop yourself back. No hyperextending here. Keeping a natural bend, micro bend in that left leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, bending through the left leg again, hands to heart. Take a balance. Inhale. Exhale, dropping down, chair pose, swooping our arms up and over. Feeling the burn. Hands to heart. Taking the weight into the right, inhale. Exhale, left leg up and over, finding our half chair, sinking low. Take one more breath here, holding strong. On the exhale, hands to the earth, straighten through that right leg, keeping a micro bend in the knee, letting our head hang over, finding our stretch. One more breath. On the exhale, bending through that right leg, hands back to heart, find your balance. Inhale, exhale, back to chair. We're wobbling today, girls. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart, straighten out. Beautiful, stepping wide onto our mat now. There's no way we can go through a Shakti power flow without bringing out the goddess pose. No way, Jose. Stepping wide, toes turned out. Checklist, tailbone, belly. Externally rotating through the hips, our knees out over our pinky toes. Arms up to the sky, inhale. Bending deep now, opening up. Cactus arms, wide plie in the legs, finding our goddess pose. So feeling the strong yet soft power of our feminine energy today. Breathing deep in this pose. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, bending down. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, bending down. Holding here. Going through our checklist. Feeling strong. We're going to lift up onto our toes, heels off the earth. If you need to walk your feet in a little bit more, that's fine, go ahead. Lifting our heels up. Now we're taking a bird with our upper body. Hands are reaching down and back, palms to the sky. Dropping our nose down to the earth. Well done, holding strong. Inhale, keeping our heels lifted, arms back up to goddess, and drop our heels. Inhale up to the sky. Straightening through the legs, dropping down into our goddess. Inhale, heels lift off the ground. Exhale, taking our bird dive. Woo! A dive too fast. Setting yourself up again, nice and slow. Inhale, back up to goddess pose. Whoa, drop your knees. Inhale, up to the sky. Let's give it one more round. We might be a little bit shaky. Just give yourself a little loosey-goosey. We've done a few lunges today. That's a new one for me. I like it. Let's try it again. Stepping wide, going through our checklist. Everything engaged. Arms up to the sky. You can do it. Tapping into that mother energy. Exhale, down into our goddess. Inhale, lifting our heels off the ground. Exhale, taking ourselves down into bird. Strong through the body. Well done. Looking down to the ground. Inhale, back up into our goddess. Exhale, dropping the knees. Ooh, I'm shaking. Up we go. And hands to heart. Yeah. All right, heel toe yourself in. Take a few little hip circles here. Good work. Bring yourself to the middle of your mat now, facing the front. Feet directly to the front, parallel, hip width distance apart. Micro bend in your knees. Turning our palms to the front beside us. We're taking a mountain pose. Now close your eyes down here. Cutting out any distractions in the room. Feel your breath. Can you feel your heart beating? Are you nice and warm? Are your glutes or your thighs a little bit shaky, a little bit jelly? Just tapping into ourselves. Tapping into our divine feminine, our Shakti power. One more inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Batting our eyes open now, we're taking a flow. Arms up to the sky, back bend, inhale. Swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, planting the palms, hop, step or jump back to plank. Optional vinyasa, medium downward facing dog. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. Exhale, out through the mouth. Feet together now, toes touching, lowering down onto our knees, but opening our legs out wide. coming up to a seated position. And we're going to take a lion's breath. Another powerful feminine pose that we can do here. Crouch down. We're twisting our arms out and behind us like we did in the beginning, stretching through our wrists. If it hurts you, you don't have to go all the way to the back, just wherever feels comfortable for you, sitting our bottom back onto our heel. Neck long, shoulders away from ears. We're taking our lion's breath. Big inhale through the nose, and out we go. Rolling our eyes back into our head, sticking our tongue out and breathing out from our guts. In we go through the nose. Powerful. One more time. Inhale. Awesome. Unraveling your wrists. Walking ourselves out into our extended child's pose. Might need to wipe a bit of spittle off your chin.
Just get a screenshot of that.
I know. We'll add that to the photo. That'll be the
Flyer for next
no, what's it called on YouTube where you can pick the photo for the video?
Yeah, like the cover photo.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, that's our Shakti coming out.
Awesome, guys. Walking ourselves back up, taking yourselves through onto your bottom. So scooting your legs through. We're finding butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, sitting up tall. If you're finding it hard to straighten out through your back, bring yourself up with some cushions. Or if it's hurting your knees, place some cushions under your knees. Straight spine here, sitting tall. We're going to take an inhale. We're going to walk ourselves out and find our butterfly fold. Nice and gentle here, relaxing down. Releasing in our hips, trying not to hold in our face or our jaw. One more breath. Continuing to breathe deep. Walking ourselves back up. Now we're going to go into a little bit of a butterfly lift variation. So I'm going to invite you to bring your hands and wrap them underneath your shins. So it's like you're walking your elbows to the ground underneath your legs. Now we want to push ourselves back onto our bottoms. Moving our feet together. Our hands are resting on top of our feet. Now trying to sit up tall here, finding that balance. Like we're an upside down triangle, just balancing on the tip of our sits bones and our tailbones, so opening up through the chest. Beautiful. If you're wanting something a little bit more, see if you can bring your leg, your elbow underneath your knee. And we're going to bring our hands together in front. My arms aren't long enough. Try and touch your hands above your feet, finding your balance. Beautiful. Next variation is bringing our wrists to our ankles and bringing the palms of our hands towards our face. A few different things to try here today. We're remembering to sit tall, trying not to round too much through our spine. If that's a bit difficult for you, but you want to try and see how close you can get your feet to your face, just grab hold of your feet and just see if you can gently work yourself up. Can you touch your face with your feet? Can your hands touch your face? Yeah, something a bit different today. And now when we release, nice and slow. So helping ourselves down with our arms, back down into our butterfly. Just take a moment here to stretch one side and then the other. Pushing away from our knees, dropping one shoulder forward and then the other, finding a light twist. It's been a bit fun today, tapping into our inner goddess, our Mother Earth energy, our divine feminine. Keeping a flow going here. Maybe just some circles through the hips. feel. This is your moment to just tap into however your feminine energy wants to be expressed right here, right now. You don't have to stay in butterfly. You're welcome to straighten your legs out if you want. Getting ourselves ready now for our shavasana and our meditation. So whatever else your body needs. Just listening to her. Even if you're a man, you've got a little bit of her in you, just like we've got a little bit of him in us. They control the different aspects of our emotions and our polarities. Like fire in the world, water, earth and air. Gently get yourself ready for your shavasana. And of course, today's meditation is a goddess meditation. I'll be taking you on a journey. It'll be like a visual story meditation, nice and fun. I don't think I've done one like this before in my classes, so it's nice and new. If it's still a bit cool where you are, grab yourself a blankie or put on some socks or a jumper. Turning off the light, putting on some nice music. Getting yourself as comfortable as you want today. We are nourishing and respecting our feminine energy, and she is soft and she is buoyant and she is fluid. So surround yourself with cushions, wrap yourself up in a blanket. Put on your biggest, comfiest hoodie. And we're closing our eyes. Got a candle here in front of me. I might light it. Beautiful. So mentally surrounding ourselves with a zone of silence, as if you have drawn a veil between yourself and the world. Gradually begin to slow the rhythm of your breath. As you inhale and exhale, let your breath carry you deeper and deeper within. As the distractions of everyday life fall away, let your awareness drop down into the inner chamber of your heart. Feeling yourself getting heavy. Your breath starting to slow. Your body starting to relax. Next, imagine that you find yourself walking along a pathway that leads you further and further away from civilization and deep into the heart of an ancient forest. What can you hear? What does it smell like? Is it cold and damp? Or is it covered and warm? As you continue to follow this trail, imagine that you are winding around and among the trees. Trees that are hundreds of years old. maybe some that are even older. Flowers carpet the ground and birds are singing. In the distance you hear the muffled roar of the ocean waves, rising and falling. Your heartbeat, your breath, and the ocean waves are keeping time with the rhythm of nature. You're continuing to walk through this path, weaving through the trees. Soon the path brings you to a tiny, crumbling stone sanctuary, a place so old and hidden it had been forgotten by time. Thickly covered with vines and gnarled branches, it's clear that no one has entered this space in centuries. Intuitively, you sense that something mysterious yet deeply familiar lies within. Deep within this ruin and this forgotten shrine, slowly and gently you push open the door and walk through. As you open the door, something old and timeless opens within your soul as well. What does this feel like to you? Once you're across the threshold, you find yourself immersed in an atmosphere that is sacred and holy. Vaulted ceilings arch over a rough stone altar at the front. Candles are burning, and there is a smell of fragrant incense floating on the air. On the altar at the front stands a statue of the female deity, the goddess. Her face is so old and dark with time, the lines on her body so worn from the touch of praying hands that you cannot even tell what religion she belongs to. She is simply the mother of earth, the one who the world turns to in all its grief and suffering. She is all the feminine faces on our planet, but she is more than that. She is the mother of life itself. Kneeling before her in respect, you bow your head. Immediately, you are embraced by her being, and the cares and worries of the world fall away, soothed in her loving acceptance of all your human faults and frailties. Entering even more deeply into your meditation, the statue you were before suddenly comes alive as a real being, and now you find yourself before the mystery of the living mother of all creation. As she comes to life, the room fills with a warm and golden light. Now the face of the ancient mother becomes animated with feeling. Seated before her, you gaze into each other's eyes. She penetrates your soul with a glance that loves you to the core of your very being. Emotions of sweetness mercy and love, forgiveness and compassion emanate from her, sweeping over you in waves of bliss, healing all the parts of you that are hurt, broken and wounded. Held within her arms, you've been taken into her lap. You become like a little child with its mother. You touch her hair, her face in loving affection, and feel her loving affection for you in return. You stay here in this beautiful embrace for what feels like a lifetime. Not a care in the world. Just feeling completely nurtured and safe. Going more deeply into this experience, you begin to feel as if the body of the ancient mother is the gateway to the body of creation itself. Going beyond her form, you enter into a communion with the body of the earth. All her creatures, trees, oceans, rivers, cities, mountains and people. Going even beyond the earth. Feel the body of the ancient mother expand into space, becoming the bodies of the stars and the planets and the whirling galaxies that are spread over the universe like a blanket of bright jewels. Held in the womb of this mystery, you feel a powerful force, a powerful energy, and the breath of life, the soul of the universe. Feel your heart beat in rhythm with the rhythm of life itself. Slowly bringing your awareness back to your body, still seated before the ancient mother in prayer. Inhale deeply, taking into every cell of your body, every thought in your mind, her cherishing, nourishing, life-sustaining love. And exhale, letting this energy flow out of you like a river of grace, watering your life and all those you know and care for, with a stream of blessings, happiness, and well-being. Take a few more inhales and exhales here. Now closing your meditation to the Divine Mother by bowing once more before the ancient deity. You rise up without a sound and exit from her humble little sanctuary, closing the door behind you. As you make your way along the path back to the life you left behind, remember that you carry within your heart a precious moment, and you can trust in the Goddess of Life, the gift of love, the Divine Mother of the world. Weaving your way through the trees, back to your home, back to your body where you lay in your room right now. Know that this feeling is always inside of you. Whether you're a man or a woman, Mother Earth is always within you, and the feminine is always within you. You can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently now, deepening the breath, bringing some energy back into your body, some life and some movement. Gently rolling yourself to one side and find a fetal position. Taking a few breaths here, feeling nurtured in this pose, feeling comfortable and vulnerable. On your next inhale, using your top arm, pushing yourself up to a seated position and keeping your eyes closed. Bring your hands into prayer. Bow your head. Just take a moment to acknowledge and send love and respect to your internal feminine. Whatever that means to you, just tap into that for a few breaths. Loving it, not judging it, and nurturing it. Bringing our palms up to our third eye now. We're closing our divine feminine, our Shakti power and our goddess flow today. My soul recognizes your soul. I honor the light, love, truth, beauty and kindness within you because it is also within me. In sharing these things, there is no distance and no difference between us. We are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Eliza. She is a mummy. She's the divine mother. Thank you for sharing your time, space and energy with us today. I hope you enjoyed tapping into that beautiful energy that it resides in all of us. And I hope you can take that out throughout your day and share that love and nurturing energy with everyone else that you come in contact with. We'll see you on Sunday for our 90-minute yin. We love our Sunday sesh. It's our favorite. So enjoy this class if you rewatch, and we'll see you then. Namaste.
Namaste.